Hello, my tubies. I just got in from work not too long ago. I was reading something on my way home, and it's from thehappysensitive.com. And as I was reading it, I got a really good laugh. I got a really, really good laugh. And I figured I'd play devil's advocate. So you're tired of being an empath, you said, huh? And you want to try out the if you can't beat them, join them approach. How about that? Well, what we're going to discuss today is how to become a narcissist. Are you tired of being an empath? Yeah. You can't beat them, baby? Let's join them. Here you go. Of course, this is my idea of comedy. There's no way in all hell that I'm interested in being a narcissist. But if anyone out there is interested, here's how you do it. Number one, you have to convince yourself that the world sucks. This is very important. You want to get to the point where you believe with all your little black heart, pretend that you have one for starters, that there is nothing really worthwhile, and that anyone who tells you differently is just a delusional liar. Number two, take what you want. That's right. The world sucks, remember? So no one is going to give you what you want. So you have to take it. If you're smart, you'll recognize that your best bet is to ruin other people's enjoyment and everything else that they have. Number three, realize that nobody is your friend. You are not a friend, you don't have friends, and real friends don't really exist. That's just the way things are. Get over it. Number four, there is no such thing as a win-win. There's just one winner and many losers. Make sure you're the winner. If that can't be done, your best bet is to convince the others that they're the losers. This is easier than it seems. Most people have some type of insecurity and shame, so play on that and exploit it. Rub salt into their wounds. Next, totally give up on love. It's a four-letter word. That's all you need to know about it. Six, aim for praise, admiration, and envy. You want to be praised, admired, and envied. Next, anyone who has something that you don't have, they don't deserve it. Remember that. Number eight, lie to yourself. You're lying to everybody else anyway, so why not lie to yourself? It makes life a whole lot easier. Number nine, never question your own faulty logic. If you believe it, that means it's true. 10, your stuff is always more important. No matter how great someone else's success, it's always irrelevant compared to yours. No matter how great someone else's problems, yours are always bigger and more important. 11, you only sympathize or congratulate to A, get attention for yourself, and B, to introduce your own bigger story. Other people's stories are a great way to lead them into listening to yours so you can get all the attention. It's not about getting a particular kind of attention, it's about controlling your audience. You are center stage, no matter what. Next, my darling, if someone tries to please you, make sure you're never satisfied so that they'll keep working like a dog. So you'll keep working like a dog to try to please them. Remember, life sucks and you have nothing to offer others in the form of genuine care. So you better keep dangling that carrot and hope that nobody discovers that it's made of plastic. 13, if someone gives you an inch, walk all over them. You know the drill. Get your foot planted comfortably right on their neck. Next, pretend you don't know what you're doing. Remember, play the wolf in sheep's clothing. Number 15, never mind self-doubt. Forget about that self-doubt thing. If you master all the above to the point of even being narcissistically honest with yourself, you might admit that there is such a thing as virtue and that you don't have it. But no need to worry about that, apart from the fact that definitions are always philosophically debatable. Okay? I've got the remedy right here. When you meet anyone with virtue or who's happy, just pile a whole lot of crap on them. It doesn't matter what it is. Recite all the bad news that you heard throughout the whole week. As long as you can make them feel bad, you've succeeded in reducing their happy little or whatever. As long as you can reduce their happiness, you're doing a great job. Just remember three words: always be negative. 16. Find an empath to team up with. They want to help, and nothing but a bunch of suckers anyway. So exploit that. Hey, you're doing them a service, waking them up to the harsh realities of life. They need to wake up. 17. Okay, now this point is kind of complicated, so listen carefully. So maybe you're not that fantastic in every possible single situation, not at all times. Obviously, this sucks. It totally sucks. To make it go away, here's what you do: destroy the things that bring out other people's insecurities. There is nothing wrong with you. It's just the twisted bragging of others that confuses your emotions to think that you are less than them, but you're not. Make sure that you make them feel like they're way less than you. That may be a little complicated, but if anybody can do it, it's definitely you. 18. Keep things simple. Granted, life can be confusing and you may almost lose your head at times. It's easy though. Just remember this: you're always right and everyone else is wrong. Keep it simple. 19. Don't worry about who you are. Just worry about getting what you want. Put this on a post-it if you have to, so it can serve as a reminder for you. Next, offer to others and offer to help other people. Offer to help other people out and offer to, be of service to other people. Here's a great way to do good and to raise your perceived virtue and still get your narcissistic needs met. Here's what you do, dolls. Offer to help others, and while doing so, either completely mess everything up, creating more work than there was from the beginning, or use your offering to rub in the helplessness and inferiority of the other person. You get it? You get what I'm saying? By helping, you get to show that you are better than them, and you get to be virtuous too, because helping, by definition, is always virtuous. Plus, you get to mess up big time. And if you get any complaints on that, you can make the person feel really bad and complain about how ungrateful they are. That's another bonus for you. The drama this creates is something you'll be able to capitalize on for weeks, maybe even months. Now, isn't that great? 21. Happy people suck. You know that, but they don't. Do whatever it takes to make them understand, and make sure you destroy their joy and make things very, very unbearable. 22. It's all about power. Only praise someone if this is to your advantage. There is no need for consistency. Now, what if you're having a disagreement with someone, but it turns out you can't win? Don't worry about it. We got this. How do you change tactics without losing face? Well, it's very simple. Simply pretend that you agreed with them from the start. Just rewrite the whole conversation in your head. It's called artful amnesia. And if any questions are asked, just say there must have been a misunderstanding. 23. Throw lots and lots and lots of pity parties. A great way to get attention from others is to do the, poor me act. The poor me. Poor me. Nobody understands me. Nobody appreciates me. Nobody, I'm sorry guys, hold on a moment. Okay, the poor me, nobody understands me, nobody appreciates me, nobody likes me. Oh, just poor me, woe is me. You know, don't just think these things, go on about it endlessly. The word is recycle it over and over again. Recycle all your hurts by retelling them again and again. You also make sure that you won't forget them. Over time, you'll have an endless repertoire of poor you stories. In the midst of one story, you'll be reminded of an even worse one. This way, you could talk for hours and hours. What bliss! Ah. 24. What about the unimaginable? Every now and again, you might come across someone who seems unusually caring and someone who really, really seems to love you genuinely. Deep down, you know it's just a facade, but you find yourself somehow you're affected by it anyway. Here's what you do: challenge them and criticize them. Just keep at it. Keep at it. And at some point, they will show you their true uncaring face and not want anything to do with you. Then you can relax because you knew you were right about them all along. 25. Repeat the narcissistic mantra. And here's the mantra that you need to say over and over again. My life is unusually difficult and painful. This entitles me to take out my frustrations on others without any limitations. Now you have to repeat this at least 20 times a day. And lastly, you crave attention. Here's a way to get more. Make sure you're unpredictable. Make yourself very unpredictable. Make yourself into an unhappy mystery. Others will spend oodles and oodles of time and energy trying to figure out what you want. This will always make you the center of their universe. So there you have it, my tubies. How to become a narcissist. Do you think this is going to be hard for you? Huh? Or do you still feel the same way? If you can't beat them, join them. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I don't know. Hit me back. Let me know what you think. You always have a choice. You can stay an empath or you can become a narcissist. Until next time, bye for now.